Professor and Mrs. Einstein, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the city of San Diego and to the state of California.
Ich danke Ihnen herzlich für den wunderbaren Empfang, den Sie mir bereitet haben. Insbesondere habe ich mich gefreut, diese gesunde und frohe Jugend hier zu sehen.
In the world of science, Albert Einstein's name is synonymous with genius. But beyond his groundbreaking theories, Albert Einstein also had profound insights about life itself. In 2017, a handwritten note from Einstein was sold for an incredible amount of $1.56 million. Yet, this piece of paper remains broadly unknown to the wide public. Today, we'll uncover what Einstein wrote in this piece of paper as the secret of life.
That mass and energy are both but different manifestations of the same thing, a somewhat unfamiliar conception for the average mind. Furthermore, the equation E is equal mc squared, in which energy is put equal to mass multiplied with the square of the velocity of light, showed that very small amount of mass may be converted into a very large amount of energy, and vice versa. The mass and energy were in fact equivalent, according to the formula mentioned above. This was demonstrated by Kokra and Walton in 1932 experimentally.
Before being able to decode that mysterious letter from the beginning, we have to understand how smart Einstein actually was. Let's take a deep dive into his theory of relativity, which changed the way how we understand our universe today.
Between 1905 and 1915, Einstein developed the theory of general relativity. He imagined the three dimensions of space and the dimension of time together as a kind of fabric surrounding us, shaped by the presence of celestial bodies. He called it space-time. Imagine the sun as a heavy bowling ball placed in the middle of a trampoline. The ball makes the surface of the trampoline dip, right? This curvature is what we feel as gravity. So for Einstein, the Earth and the other planets remain in orbit not because the sun attracts them, but because the sun is such a massive star that other celestial bodies follow the curve it generates in the space-time fabric.
Einstein simplified his theory of relativity with this quote: "When you're courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you're sitting on hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity." In other words, when you're having a great time, time flies. When you're in a difficult situation, every second feels like forever. What is mostly unknown about Einstein is that his brilliant mind not only focused on science, but he also questions deeper meaning and purpose of life. He had profound insights about philosophical theories. Why are we here? What does it all mean? These are questions Einstein asked himself, a mysterious puzzle to be solved. On October 24th of 2017, an auction house in Jerusalem set stage for an extraordinary event. The bidding for a handwritten note by Albert Einstein. Initially, the note would be estimated to be worth around $5,000 to $8,000. The bidding started at a modest $2,000. Little did anyone know the astonishing events that would follow soonly after. Over the course of 25 minutes, a fierce bidding war started between interested buyers, which drove the price to impossible heights. In a dramatic finale, the gavel fell and the handwritten note was sold for over $1,560,000. This incredible amount broke all previous records and marked the highest price ever paid for a document in Israel. But what was this mysterious letter about?
The year 1922 was a busy one for Albert Einstein. He completed his first paper on unified field theory. He went to Paris to help normalize French-German relations and joined an intellectuals committee at the League of Nations. In October of the same year, he travels to Japan to deliver a series of lectures. During his stay at the Imperial Hotel in Tokyo, he receives a telegram from Sweden. It's the news he's been waiting for so many years. He had just won the 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics. He decides to keep his plans and continue his lectures in Japan. Thousands greeted him at the Imperial Palace to witness his meeting with the Emperor and the Empress. Nearly 2,500 people paid to see his first lecture in the city. No living person deserves this sort of reception, he told his wife Elsa. I'm afraid we're swindlers. We'll end up in prison yet. But while staying at Tokyo's Imperial Hotel, Einstein finds himself facing a commonplace dilemma in the lobby. He's short on cash when he wants to tip a bellboy who provided him with assistance. As we would expect from such a brilliant mind, Einstein opts for a unique solution. Instead of a monetary tip, Einstein hands the bellboy a small piece of paper.
Freeing your mind can also help to live a calm life. Watch the next video to understand how.